Hi guys, happy Saturday. Wow, it feels like it's been a while. Did I upload yesterday? I have no clue. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Maybe. I have no idea. Anyways, so how are you guys? Hopefully good. Alright, so back to the devil in the craft, in traditional craft. It gets even better. It gets even more interesting. I mean, just literally, it is nature. The devil is nature, the embodiment of nature. So, alright. So, nature is red in tooth and claw, which is very, 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 very true. Nature doesn't care about us. It's not going to take care of us. So, I don't know what these people are talking about. Oh, you know, nature's on my side and nature's going to protect me and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. Sorry. So, anyway, so the living manifestations, modifications that we have needed to develop just for basic survival reveal this to be undeniably true. So nature cares for us about as much as we do for wow, that about came out really bad. A random hair found growing in a weird location. Very true. So we cut it off or place it or pluck it, you know, without a thought. So just a monetary wince and it's gone. Nature is a monster as well as a thing of beauty and wonder. So it has teeth and bites the hardest those who attempt to make it pink and pretty. Gossamer. So this is not to say, however, that we should not protect and value nature. Far from it. So nature requires our stewardship. Literally. So the forging of a deep connection between animal and human. So as humans, we now live outside of the wild, in a world of shoes, cars, and condos, which is not bad, but still we dream. And I do not, thank God, I live where I live. So we now understand that the complexity of life is painted in shades of gray rather than black and white. We can see that this is a time to tear down the tired, dueling archetypes of pure good and pure evil, because there's no such thing as pure good and pure evil. Nothing is pure good or pure evil in and of itself at all. And a lot of people don't understand that. So as a representation of the wildness of nature, the devil reflects our own place in this complexity. So human united with animal, we coexist. So that is basically what it is. Funny, isn't it? Alright, so or go further and strip the devil of the many layers of myth and legend he has accrued over the centuries. And it's funny, prior to the 19th century, a bat figured the being, and now it is basically the figure of Baphomet. So that's just what they do, scapegoating. Alright, so approach him as he truly is, nature in or itself in its most absolute form. So, and that does, I mean, you know, if you want to get a little biblical, you can say, you know, that yes, Satan or Lucifer is the god of the earth. So the Bible has it backwards, very much. So we embraced the devil as a symbol of humanity, as a creature of the earth, not as a terrifying villain who encourages self-deception and self-loathing, or a childish pawn employed by a narcissistic creator. And that is very, very true. I love it. So there's no longer a need for that in this world. We have gone beyond such vanities. So we have evolved and developed our own moral codes, an innate sense of the essential dichotomy of right and wrong. See, and I really honestly think that the devil is a learning lesson for people that don't know from right and wrong, that can't, you know, think for themselves, that they, you know, if you have to question whether an action you're doing is right or wrong, you probably need to reevaluate your entire belief system and what you think is right and wrong, because it's sad. Alright, now, so in our craft, we call upon the devil as the witch lord, the lord of paths, and the uniter of worlds. He is the embodiment of nature itself. He unites the worlds within and without, above and below. So, where'd I go? He is, like Eliphas Levi's iconic 19th century image of Baphomet, a blended representation of the manifested world, not good, not evil, but a duality, an integral part of the ebb and flow of existence. And if we didn't have one, we couldn't have the other. We have to have both. We have to have that duality. So it's not dueling. We don't need to duel over, the devil made me do it. No, you made that choice. You did it all on your own. You didn't have anything influencing you. You didn't have anything to influence your thoughts. The devil doesn't influence your thoughts. Evil spirits don't, negative spirits, don't influence your thoughts, etc., etc., so on and so forth. Stop scapegoating. It's stupidity. It really is. So as we make our way into those other realms, the Witch Lord is our guide, our contact, our touchstone, so we do not worship him. However, he is not a deity. Instead, he is the primary spirit of place and a primordial force, the devil for a new millennia of practice. So I honestly like that. He is a very primordial energy. It is the untamed part of your yard in Cornwall. So if you do, have like an untamed, a wild, uncultivated patch of land in your yard, that is what we do, and to represent and to honor the Devil Lord, the Buka Gwitter in the spring, through the summer months, Bukadu in the darker months, in the fall into the winter, and then we have Buka Gran, which is, the Grand Buka, so thou, the devil. And, and people think, oh, well, the devil, no, it's not the Christian devil whatsoever. They have just, modified everything to suit their needs and to blame. So it's all about placing blame, when that's not really what the devil is at all. At all. So that's the devil in the craft. It's just crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy how people, will actually really think this is an actual being with horns and a tail, and yeah, it's ridiculous, right? So, whoa, I just about fell over. A little witchy find I found yesterday. So I thought this was a really interesting article. Well, and it was, the whole thing, totally not worth the money. I had no idea how much it was. I've never slammed this thing down, a magazine down on a table as much as I did. The truth behind the legends and lore of witches. So I did find that. That was an interesting little magazine. And it does, it does have the tarot cards and everything in the back. Crystals. But, it's not too much. We have Wicca. It just goes into a lot of Wicca stuff. So, we have the witch and, the history. We get a lot of, history, a craft history. So, basically, in the Salem witch trials, they were the Inquisitions, not trials, and I hate that. I hate it when people do that, but yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of really interesting myth in this. The Maleficarum. It talks about that. It talks about, every witch you can possibly imagine. The Wizard of Oz, we have all of that in here. And then we have, we're still hunted. We are still hunted, and it's showing that this stuff really happens. And yes, it's Samantha Stevens. So yeah, we're still hunted, and it just shows that, yeah. It does show all that, but there is some really interesting stuff. It gives you a timeline. Europe's horrible hunts, so you get a really big timeline. This is nothing that we don't already know. We have all this. We have famous figures, famous witches in the world. We have Cornwall right down here. The Museum of Witchcraft. Yep. Oh god, it just goes into everything. It goes into music. It goes into just all kinds of folklore. Marie Laveau. We have, Angela Bassett here, and, the American Horror Story. We have a ton of stuff. We have, Laurie Cabot. We have Gerald Gardner. And then we have the witches today. This should not be in a magazine right there. That should not be in a magazine. That is a disgrace. That is really, seriously, honestly, a disgrace. So yeah, there's not really much, I mean, it just really focuses on, you know, Wicca. A lot of Wiccan, just craft, and, you know, it's not something that I'm interested in, not Wicca anyway. But, you know, we do get some really nice images here, like of Pan and, you know, different, you know, archaeological finds, because, you know, it is an archaeological study and an anthropology, yeah, that word, study, an anthropologist, anthropology. Okay, I'm trying to find, oh yeah, and then we have the Teen Witch model, role models. Well, that's the only reason I bought it, because right here, right there, we have Nancy, and we have Rachel, we have Bonnie, and then we have one more that is actually worth. We have Sabrina, and Tara, and Willow. So, that was pretty cool. I thought that was interesting, but yeah, not much. I mean, we have Elvira in here, and Hecate is back there, so yeah, I don't know if this is really worth the money, but it looked pretty interesting, so it's something that I could really, you know, kind of look at and just be like, oh, interesting, you know, a magazine, but there's tons of magazines out there dedicated for people like us. Coffee Talk. So yeah, we'll go into animism next time, in the next video, unless I find some more interesting stuff about the devil. But I mean, we've already covered so much, you know, about his role in the traditional craft and all of that, so we don't even really need to go further, no? Alright, let's see. Let's... Okay, come on, comments, where are you? Takes forever. Alright, there we go. Coffee Talk, finally. Alright, if it will load your guys' comments. Sorry, I have ashes all over. I hate that. I hate ashes anywhere. It drives me nuts. Oh, come on. I know my computer is not going to, it's not up for an update again, so. Alright, Lisa's Life, way awesome find, way to go, bud. Oh, isn't that interesting? It looks like a morning star. It looks like a medieval morning star. I was like, that's really interesting. I was like, I like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's interesting. Thank you. I thought that was really interesting too. I was like, oh my god, look at the little carvings, you know, how intricate nature is. Alright, Careless, hi. Love from Mars, hi. Thank you. I love you. Kelly, hi. Okay, the notification bell has been on for quite some time, but I've very seldom caught a live. I figured you may have a schedule somewhere, which I missed. Thank you for the reply. Anyway, I'll leave it to fate. I don't know why. It just happens. It's spontaneous. Spontaneity always is the best for me. Tina J, super cool. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. That stick thing. I have no clue. So, I like it. I love that thing. Gustavo, hi brother. Hi. How are you? Alright. Kaylee, Hornick, how do I watch your lives? Click the bell. Click the bell down there and it'll give you notifications on when I go live. Gustavo, coffee time, always. Gustavo, I'm enjoying the videos. Thank you, my brother, very, very much. Soul of Thorns, how are you? I hope you are well. Why is this taking so long to load my comments? Lady Blind Wolf, hi. Hi, you. How are you? The Guard Owl. Hi. Bitter Almonds. Hi, you. How are you? How are you? How are you? Who else? Kate the Witch, I love you. I love you, I love you. Rhonda Berg, shout out. Gustavo Azazel Power, always. Always, brother. Who doesn't love Azazel? Pie, Gustavo, Pie. I'm out. I don't have any pie left. Kim Lehman, hi my love, I love you so much. Sheila Nagel, hi my love. Hope you're well. I hope you guys are all doing well. It was a really nice weekend for you guys. We have snow coming Tuesday. I'm excited. Very happy. Alright. Cole McLaren. Hey you, how are you? I hope you're well. How are you across the pond? Alright, this is taking way too long to load. All my comments, I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna, like, smack myself. But alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. I should have saved that for tomorrow, but yeah, we'll go into animism tomorrow, and it's really interesting. It's even more interesting. But, I mean, the whole devil and the craft is very interesting too. So, I don't know. If I find more folklore, you know, whatnot, I'll share. But I'm sure you guys already know it all, so. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Please have a good weekend. Be safe, stay healthy. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you for all your amazing comments. All the way from Venus. Tired. All the way back down. Ooh. Crack. And I love you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So please be safe and stay healthy. And thank you guys for your amazing comments and everything that you say to me. It means the world